Hey YouTube, I had built up Chikorita and Dewpider for this meta, and Vulpix I always said is one of the strongest. And then I was looking at PvPoke rankings, and Dewpider is ranked number 1, Shadow Vulpix is ranked number 2, and Shadow Chikorita is ranked number 4. And I'm like, is it as easy just to put these three together and just dominate? And the answer is yes, until you run into one Pokemon which core breaks the entire team. So, um, this is again, I have been dominating the Little Cup, and this is one where I just started with this team. I'm just straight domination, I think 7 straight wins, followed by 2 back-to-back losses because the opponent had 1 Pokemon, and we will get to that at the end of the video. But let's talk about the strengths of each of these Pokemon, and why, although you probably shouldn't use this team because it gets core broken, why each of these are in the top 4 ranked. So let's start with Dewpider. So Dewpider has a few things going for it. One is the bug water typing neutralizes essentially everything, right? Your fire, bug is weak to fire, but water neutralizes that. And then water is weak to grass, but bug neutralizes that. So basically it just takes neutral to those two and resists water itself. So that's what makes Dewpider strong in terms of the typing. In terms of bulk, it is much higher level than most of these other Pokemon we'll get to. Like I said, mine cost me like 115,000 dust plus the move. I got it like a 0.615, so it's a pretty good IV one. It could have just been a low catch too. So but it has usually way more bulk than the other Pokemon, which is a strength. The third is Bug Bite as a fast move, super effective against grass, which is nice. Neutral against water, and the Bug Bite still hurts. And then resisted by fire, but you do have a Bubble Beam as your first charge move to deal with fire. So all around a pretty bulky, safe Pokemon. There is Quaxly now with Wing Attack and Air Lace, but actually in the 2 shield, you can probably just go Bubble Beam and Bug Bite, Bubble Beam, and take that matchup because Bug Bite really adds up on that Pokemon. So that's the strengths of Dewpider. Shadow Chikorita is why I think Shadow Chikorita is just slightly lower than Vulpix is because of the fast move. So Shadow Chikorita has a Vine Whip fast move, which again is amazing against water, but resisted against other grass and fires. And the problem, it's not that a problem with it is, it's still extremely fast charging, like the quick attack. And you're still getting to the body slams real quick. And the grass knot's not, I only landed like 1 grass knot. You're mostly just going Vine Whip body slam just because body slam does like, unless you're against like a water with shields down, you're really just going for the neutral fast charging move because every neutral move in this does like, normally 50% from a shadow does like 60 to 70. So having a fast charging fast move, that again shadow version just hits like a truck in this meta with the body slam spam is a solid option. And then why Vulpix is higher ranked is because it has both quick attack fast move, which is just neutral against everything in this meta because there's really no steal, and it has Weather Ball, which is the stab move, kind of like Grass Knot, but it's a much faster move to get to. I think it's like 1 or 2 fast moves quicker to get to than Grass Knot is, so you're using it much more. And if you missed my other videos on Vulpix, so I went over some of these matches. Maybe in this set I did it properly, but so Body Slam and Weather Ball have the same energy. Body Slam is actually 5 more damage than Weather Ball. I think it's 5 more damage than Weather Ball, but because Weather Ball actually gets stab, which is same type attack bonus, the Weather Ball actually hits for harder than the Body Slam, despite Body Slam having a higher damage and the same energy. So if you are in a neutral situation against, I guess the only neutral situation in this case would be something that's, when would you, like you'd obviously throw out a super effective against the, it's funny though because it doesn't come up too often now that I think about it, because if it's against another fire, you're obviously just going Body Slam because it's neutral instead of resisted. If it's a grass, you're obviously going Body Slam. You're obviously going Weather Ball because it's super effective. And if it's a water, you're obviously going Body Slam because it's resisted. So there are, what was the scenario where, oh, Dewpider. So Dewpider, which resists, only takes neutral to water. Neutral to Body Slam and neutral to Weather Ball. Go Weather Ball against Dewpider. Trying to think there's any other Pokemon off the top of my head where that exact scenario comes up in this that you want to just throw the Weather Ball as opposed to when it's not obvious. So Litwick is a fire and ghost, so obviously the Body Slam is way more resisted, so you just go straight Weather Ball there. Lileep maybe the other one. Yeah, Lileep is a rock and grass typing, so the rock neutralizes the fire. So I guess Body Slam is resisted too, so that's actually an obvious one because rock resists Body Slam. I think that's basically it. I mean, there's Seal. I only saw one Spheal, which is an ice and water typing, so Body Slam and Weather Ball are both neutral, so we'll go Weather Ball there. But Dewpider is the main one, where normal and fire are both neutral, so throw the Weather Ball against that matchup. But a super strong Pokemon, each with their own strengths. Again, I use the Chikorita Vulpix Seal team, and to cover your weakness, it actually is better. So I showcased that on Saturday. So to cover your glaring weakness, which is, there it is, Litwick. I think I get out of this one actually, because I was about to say I got much more video left, and that is not a loss here. So it's not impossible to beat it, but it does take some maneuvering. So Litwick is the core breaker because Litwick is a ghost and fire. So it resists Body Slam, and it resists Weather Ball, like the fire, and it resists grass, and it resists Bug Bite. So it resists a lot of stuff. So you'd have to like combo it throwing Bubble Beam with Dewpider, resisted Weather Balls with that, which is not actually a terrible matchup because Litwick can also only throw resisted moves at you. So bringing up Shadow Vulpix. Where is Litwick on here in this matchup? It's so funny because there it is. I was about to say it's not even on this. So 575. So you actually win with Vulpix. So it's not a true core breaker because they only have Ember, Flame Charge. Although most are not running Flame Burst on it. Most are running Mystical Fire, because Mystical Fire lowers your attack, which makes it trickier. So let me actually just change that to, instead of Flame Burst, going Mystical Fire, because I think that is the better move on there. Let's max my stat products, and then we'll see if yes, you're now losing to Litwick, because they can just go Mystical Fire, lower your attack, and then that second Weather Ball won't take it out, and then they'll land at the second one, and that will take you out. So it's actually quite a hard loss in the one shield. I'm wondering if the two shield, it would be better or worse than this. You still lose, but it's, oh no. Oh yes, you still lose, but it's better. So yeah, Litwick is a core breaker for this team, which is why I had Seal on the other one. Seal is just a super dominating matchup against that, so you can just run the team from Saturday, which is Seal, Chikorita, Vulpix. Is that the team? I'm pretty sure that was Saturday's team. I did 4 of these the previous week, and I'm filming them all in advance because I could just have them ready for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And then I'm going to focus on Ultra League, testing the new Pokemon, because I have again, this is going up Tuesday, so you've probably already seen it. I did Steelix for sure. I can tell you the ones I guarantee did. I did Steelix for sure because I have one built up. I have Greedent built up for sure. So those are probably Saturday, Sunday. I don't have a good Golisopod built up yet. I can build one, but it's my Great League one right now. So that's the only sort of drawback. But I could build one up. Hitmontop, I don't know. I definitely could build a Hitmontop because I've got a few good IV ones, but I don't know. I feel like it's more of a meme, so you may see that one and you may not. Heliolisk I can build up. Again, I think that's kind of overrated in the Ultra League, quite honestly, but that actually could be a good analysis to see. And then, yeah, that's it. I'll probably do a Greninja team because I have not done a Greninja team yet. And with Water Shuriken and Hydro Cannon, if everyone's going to run Steelix, what? I'm actually wondering that Steelix matchup because you lower. I gotta imagine you're just going to get outpaced. Yeah, Greninja 436 will take that. I'm wondering if that's what the Knight's like. No, that's just straight Hydro. Even, yeah, they shield the first one and then go Break and Swipe, and you still get 2 more Hydros to take it out before you get taken out. So that's against the Shadow Steelix. So yeah, I'll probably do a Greninja team. So stay tuned for definitely Steelix, definitely Greedent, maybe Hitmontop, and by say, stay tuned for, these are all in the past. But then this is probably a good time to ask, because this is going up on Tuesday. What would you like to see Wednesday and Thursday? My guess is try-hard teams for Ultra League. So I'll probably do some try-hard Ultra League teams. I think 4 teams for this little cup is enough, especially when the meta is so small. Like, mix and match everything I said with Litwick, and then you have basically the domination that is Cobalion. Yeah, it's funny because I didn't actually look at the top 20 rankings when I did my top teams videos because I just focused on the new Pokemon. But Cobalion rising up is not surprising when you have like Steelix now at number 2. It's got to be a great answer to Steelix. And it was already one of like the better Pokemon to use even as a safe swap, as it's so I can see why Cobalion has risen. Cresselia has risen to number 4, which is interesting. Regirock, not surprising, just because Reggie is just so, the lock-on is just so fast, and Focus Blast will do great against Registeel, Steelix, and Cobalion, which is all ranked above you. No one has a Zygarde, so why is it even on here? And then it's a lot of like the same sort of meta, so I can definitely put some teams, try-hard teams together to showcase. Well, Litwick lights my team up here. So that is basically the team. Like I said, I think Litwick is really good to use. If you're going to use it, you obviously need to cover, I think you need to cover, there's like the pure waters, like Seal, definitely the Mud Boys, like Wooper. So you can run it with like a grass type user, like a Chikorita or something like that. So that would be my suggestion for pairing. Any grass type and then like a safe swap is fine. What you could do, what I would do actually, if I had Litwick, I'd run an A-B style team. I would go Chikorita or some other grass on the lead, and then I would go Vulpix and Litwick in the back. I would safe swap Vulpix with Quick Attack Body Slam, punish whatever comes in with the grass user, and then have the other one roam free. The only sort of potential drawback is if they have a Slugma Rock Throw, but even a Slugma Rock Throw is not gonna you're still gonna grab at least 1 shield with a Quick Attack Body Slam Vulpix, and then you can shield up on the front end and still take that matchup with ease, and then your other one roams free. So if you're gonna want to run a Litwick, that would be my suggestion. But that is basically it. So thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.